Hi everybody, this is Gary doing Sentiment Timing, and this is our free video recap for Tuesday, September 15th, 2015. So far, everything appears to be going as planned. The lows came in, well, the top came in, obviously, with the kill zone. The low came in when it was expected, and the markets have been chopping around, and there's a reason why they've been chopping around and not collapsing, and it's because it's not time yet, and that's something that we've been going over for the past couple weeks. Is there's a specific time period that you want to be looking for when the markets are going to drop, and anybody that shorted the big crash in August, they're pulling their hair out right now because we haven't even come close to those lows. And they listen to all the other services to just short the crash, and we knew not to, because there's we still have more downside to go, but it's gonna come at a particular time. So let's get started with the report. And at Sentiment Timing, we believe that human beings in the markets are irrational, and there's always going to be a rational element at work in the market, and that is what creates market opportunities. And we find these, irrational opportunities through Woody Dorsey's proprietary sentiment database, as well as his technical timing indicators that predict, they spit out the dates that we're looking for, timing profiles for when the market can reverse. So, just to do a quick, hang on one second. Okay. So do a quick little recap here. On 8-4, Woody was saying that there's a kill zone or a sell zone coming on between 8-14 and the 21st. And to expect if we get any rally into these dates, you can use it as a short. And at that time, we saw a series of very, very bullish readings up here. Everybody was looking for the market to go higher. The market was just consolidating during this time, and everybody was bullish, and everybody got caught. And this was right in the kill zone that Woody was talking about for 3 weeks before it hit. And from there, we saw, just a huge crash in the market, and everybody was, surprised that it took place. But, if you knew this was coming, you were prepared for it, and you could have used it to buy down here or short, which a lot of people did. And you can see some of the testimonials. I think one guy said he made something like $40,000 or something like that on this drop right here. So anyway, on the 26th, this was when we put out that, we had very, very low sentiment readings, so everybody was bearish on the markets, and this is where bounces are due. And we knew once this low was made that it was going to carry on into September, into our next turn period, or say negative time profile that we're anticipating the next drop to hit. And that is pretty much exactly what happened. So we had everybody that was bullish up here because the market wasn't breaking down. Kill zone, we had the big drop. And from here, once we broke these support levels, everybody got bearish. And we can tell that through Woody's sentiment indicator or sentiment database, where we can see we had a series of very, very negative or very bearish readings. So everybody was then getting bearish and shorting, and from there we've just gone sideways, and this is consolidation. And the thing is that it's going exactly as planned. It's been choppy. We didn't get any V recovery. And once the time period, the profile hits when we're expecting to turn lower, it's going to hit. But until then, we can grind higher, we can chop around. It's knowing when these dates are going to be coming that keeps your emotions under control. So in today's update, what he would says that he doesn't want to become anchored to the date, but there's specific dates that we're looking for the markets to turn, and there will be another. There's also another date for potential weakness. So there's actually two dates where this can carry out into, meaning that once the market confirms this top that's going to be made, which it's most likely going to be coming very near our turn date, there's two really time periods that we want to watch for a low. And the tricky part about this, and the thing that's going to really make people go crazy, is that once this low is made, there's going to be another big rally just like we saw this one, but yet there's going to be another black hole. So there's two of these moves that are pending, and that's what makes things so important, because people are going to think they picked the bottom, they're going to go all in, and from there they don't know that yet there's another big move, that, you know, another drop that's pending. So this is what he's talking about, where, you know, this move that's pending right now is going to be the beige hole, and then we have the black hole that remains due in the fourth quarter. And if you don't know, you know, when these are coming, you're going to get whipsawed in and out of this market. So knowing when to expect, you know, tops, which were, you know, this is what's coming up, which is going to be the beige hole, and then the low, which we already have an idea when the low is going to come based on the dates that Woody's projecting right now. And then from there, we know when the next. We don't know the next high yet. That's all going to be kicked out. But that is when the black hole is then going to hit. And just to give you guys an idea of you know, the black hole, this was the last black hole that Woody predicted a month ahead of time, and this was in September of 2014. So there is a beige hole, which, you know, this is just a kill zone, and now we have a beige hole, and then we have another black hole. So things are going to get very, very, very volatile. And again, if you don't know when these dates are or when to expect them, you're going to get whipsawed. And how we're going to watch a lot of these things is when everybody gets very bearish on the markets and it's coming into a turn date, or when people get very, very bullish on the market. Now, we just got this last week. We had a 92% bullish reading. That has marked the top so far of the, you know, the highs. Now, can they be broken? Absolutely. But the thing is that even if they do, just remember that there's market weakness that is that's pending. So just taking a quick look at the regular charts, I've had this ABC pattern here since these lows, and again, we still could grind higher to make a C. We can go, you know, up into 2020, even to 2031. But as we approach the turn date for this beige hole, that is when the top's going to be in, and we're going to head down. And again, we're still within this triangle. So there's a lot of patterns, and they're bearish. And what is happening is it's coming into the time period that we're looking, and I would say really the important part is knowing when to expect the lows, because this bounce was not good off of it. It was very choppy. The next bounce is probably going to be a lot more powerful. So you can trade both ways, catch the downside and the upside, and that's what I do on the technical end of things. You don't want to be perfect on trying to be on the short side, but we have our specific dates, and we know what the bottoms have looked like. They've been V's, so you could just jump on board. But things are going to be very, very volatile in the next couple months, and if you don't know what to expect, you're going to find yourself, you know, shorting at the lows and buying at the tops, and you have to know when to expect all these things to be taking place. So this is what, you know, really what Woody does. You know, he's been doing this for over 35 years. His technical timing system, nobody has it as well as his sentiment data. And this is what allows, you know, me and all of our members to be able to trade with confidence. So this is, you know, really the best thing that I can tell you is it's going to be very whipsaw. There's going to be some massive moves, and if you're not anticipating them, then, you know, you're going to get caught, you know, really on the wrong side of the market, because this thing is moving a million miles an hour. Now, anybody who joins the sentiment timing, we have the 50% off special. Just 10 spots are open. You will get the free membership to MarketsPath as long as you remain a member of Sentiment Timing. I charge $80 a month for it, so it's a $960 value. And you should get, everything should be automated on that. So with that, things are getting interested. The clock is ticking right now. Again, if you don't know when these dates are, you know, just be prepared. Trade small, because things are going to get crazy. If you you know, if you're interested in knowing when these dates are and be able to front run these big moves, take advantage of one of those, you know, those 10 spots that are open. So until next week, have a great week trading, and I'll talk to you later.